it's Late Like the Chips with another video, and today I want to talk to you guys basically about things that you need to have in order, tips, and ways that you can improve your first experience with you doing a pop-up or just you doing pop-ups and things that you would need in that nature to make it more beneficial for yourself. First thing first, like I said, my name's Late Like the Chips, and I've been selling vintage clothing as a reseller for about 4 years now. I'm actually rolling into my second year full time, me just doing this alone, like a couple other things, but like more so just me being my own business, small business. So there's a couple things that I learned when it came to setting up, getting stuff in order, getting stuff ready. You always got to make sure, I say step one, if anything, prepare and prep everything that you need done before the day, even the week before, or a couple of days before, depending on what you're selling. With me, as you can see, I do clothes, so I do a lot of laundry, like on top of my regular laundry, which is crazy, but it helps. Trust me, it helps. Like if you have an algorithm within how you're going to set up your stuff. Another thing for sure, I know some people, they also, I seen like people like do the first pop-up. Even me myself, for me doing my first pop-up, I did not have tags. I didn't have no type of tag, so people asked me my price and I was just stating prices like, this is the price for the day, basically. Certain days, that's cool, it works out, but it makes it more beneficial if you have your price tags in order, because you ain't got people ask you, how much is this? How much is this? Or let's say that it's busy, you got 4 people, now everybody asking you how much your stuff is. So it makes it easier on a customer as well for them to know what price things are. If they are going to buy it or if they're not going to buy it, they'll be able to decipher that in there. Another thing, usually it's sunny at most of the events, so if it's an outside event, I would state to you to get a canopy. Please get a canopy, because on them hot days or when the sun's in the air, it makes a big difference, trust me, because you're going to be sweating your life away. But I know with a lot of events that people do, which is great, most people that do events, or the people that host events, usually tell you to bring a canopy. So that comes in handy in so many ways. Plus it helps your shoppers shop with ease within the sun. They get a nice little breeze. It's a breather from the sun beaming on them all day. So definitely get a canopy. All right, the next one, have a QR code. The reason why I say a QR code, because you can put your LinkTree as your QR code and people can decipher which way that they want to pay, because some people might have PayPal, some people might have Venmo, some people might have cash, you know what I mean? So you don't even got to give them the QR code, but it makes it easier on the customer. Some might have Cash App. You can put all of them into a LinkTree. If you guys don't know about LinkTree, I'm going to put it in the description below, and you guys can create them for free. I think you can have up to 4 links for free. So you can put, your social media, and then the rest you can put as in, like I said, your Cash App, your Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, you know what I mean? So it makes it easier for the buyer to purchase anything, and having a variety of ways to pay makes it more beneficial as well. Even though that you set up with somebody for an event and they promote the event and everything, that's not going to always bring you buyers. So you need to understand that you have to promote yourself, promote your brand. If you're not promoting your brand, if you're not trying to show people what you're broadcasting, they're not going to know what they're going to want to buy, or they're not going to know what you're selling. So let's say, all right, like now, tomorrow I'm doing a neighborhood flea. It's a flea market where you could come out, set up shop and everything. Even though that they have a great following, and shout out to them, I appreciate them big time, and Carrie and her team. But you can still promote yourself as well. Like if you have a decent following too, promote it. People love to see it. People love to see what you're going to bring, so they know what they might buy when they do come stop in your shop. All right, rolling through as well. Know your customer base. At some events, people don't understand, or pop-ups, people don't understand what traffic they got coming. Go sit down there or go to one of the events if you never been, so you know what type of customers that you'll be dealing with. I'm not saying that everybody's cheap. I'm not saying that everybody's expensive. But what I am saying is have a variety. Always have a variety. Or if you're an upscale person, make sure that you know the right customers will be there to purchase your stuff. So me, I try to do a wide array of items, like from $15 all the way up to, I say, $100. So people can decipher what type of item that they're looking for, so they don't just have one particular item that they see. They're like, oh, he only got these type of items, because people like a selection. They love a selection. I know I love a selection, you know what I mean? So I kind of piggyback off of that for sure. Hey, before y'all do anything, stop what you're doing and make sure that you subscribe now, like, and hit the bell as well, because I'm always going to be updating my videos. I'm going to do about 2 every week. They will be all types of videos for people that come to being an entrepreneur, seeing my lifestyle of like certain things that I got to go through, as in progression, my steps that I go through in life, me starting new businesses, all types of stuff. So please make sure y'all subscribe. All right, here's another goodie. Make sure that you have bags on hand. I know some people don't even think about that at all. They be like, what am I going to need? Well, not even that. What happened will be what happened with me. I set everything up. Everything looked good. And then the first thing that I thought of when somebody bought some was, dag, I didn't purchase no bags for people to have. Now they're walking around with t-shirts on their shoulder, or they got it in their hand looking like Arthur with their fist balled up. You don't want that to happen. So what you could do, you can check on Amazon. You can check out your local, like, not hardware stores, but like Michael's and stuff like that. They might have bags as well. But I know Amazon's the easiest. They ship in 2 days. They got all types of bags. They got big, small bags, depending on what you're selling. So please make sure that you look at that as well. I'm going to just put the link in the description just so you guys know. Another thing that's major, customer service. Don't think that these people are just going to come to your booth just because you're here. Talk to the people. Say hello to people. People like conversation. Like, I'm somebody that it doesn't matter where I go, anywhere that I go, I'm going to say hi, hello, if I make eye contact with anybody. And honestly, sometimes I don't even got to make eye contact, but that reels them in. You know what I mean? Make people comfortable, because people like that. Usually 9 times out of 10, when people buy something from you, it's because they like you or they like how your service is. So just keep that in mind when you guys are doing these pop-ups and trying to make this money, because it's definitely fairly easy if you make it easy. But it'll be hard if you don't write down a plan. The biggest thing of all, make a list of everything that you need for the day before, for the week before, as in how you're going to prep. Like, okay, I gotta take care of these items or get these items in order. I gotta make sure I have enough hangers. I gotta make sure I have enough racks or have enough tables. I gotta make sure I have enough. You might even need snacks and stuff, man. Like, that's a big one too. If you're vending by yourself, make sure you got water and a couple snacks, because you might not be able to leave your booth depending on how much traffic that you got coming in your booth. I know sometimes with my booths, it gets a little hectic. I'll have 4 people in line trying to buy something, and then I forget that I gotta eat. So do not do that. That is the worst feeling in life, because once you're done, you're gonna feel drained. And I'm kind of an introvert, so after I'm done with everything, I'll be exhausted already. So make sure that you have some type of snack, some type of chips. I wouldn't say candy, but some type of chips, fruit, water. Even if you get a case of waters, they're like $4 or $5, like, you know what I mean? Or even a couple waters. But just make sure that you're hydrated out in the sun or just outside in general. Another thing, make sure that either the night before or the day of, you have your stuff packed and ready to go. So if you have everything already ready, when you wake up, it makes things way easier. I'm talking about, like, as soon as I get up, I try to put everything by the door. And for the things that are easily to break down, I make sure that I already have them organized. So it's going to take me like 5-10 minutes to put everything in the car. It doesn't take me long. And I done got pretty good with this. Like, even my breakdown, it take me 15 minutes. For me to set up, it might take me 30 minutes, 45 at the most if I got to do extra stuff. But for the most part, it takes me about 30-40 minutes, and everything will be set up. We're breaking down. It takes about 30 minutes, which is pretty good, because some people take an hour just to get all their stuff together, and they can not even have no customers. But because you're not used to the routine and you getting your stuff in order, it makes it harder than it needs to be. Trust me, I done been there when it took me about 2 hours to set up before. Excuse me. It took me about 2 hours to set up before. It took me about an hour and a half to shut it down. All because I didn't have a pattern of, okay, I'm gonna load in like this, I'm gonna get this down the third. I wasn't on point. So try to put your ducks in a row. Stay in order, man, because one thing that customers are not going to like is unprofessional people. So always keep that in mind. Like I said, make sure that y'all subscribe. It's right down below. Give this a like, leave a comment, and ding the bell. I'll see y'all in a minute. Hopefully everybody does great at whatever pop-up or events that you guys got going on, and y'all finish having a wonderful night. I got to get ready for the show tomorrow.